Good morning, dear students. Once again, we are back with the class of physical education. Okay, we are completed with the topic of the different committees formed for smooth conduction of the tournament. That is formation of different committees. Now we have started what is a tournament. As early as I told you, earlier also I have given the definition. Okay, where in the competition when two teams contest and many teams contest with each other with the sole purpose to reach to the finals and emerge as a winner. That is known as tournament. Again, what is the aim of what is the aim or what is the importance of tournament? Why we are conducting tournaments? Just for fun, we will not be conducting tournaments. There is a reason behind. There is a reason behind for conduct for the conduct of the tournaments. So, what is the importance of tournaments? Few points are there. That perfecting or sporting skills perfecting of sporting skills. We can do a lot of practice in our, you can say, in our school, in our area, or where we are playing, where we are doing practice regularly, but we will not come to know about our skills whether we are perfect in it or not if we are not having the exposure to play or to compete with another uh, team member with other teams. Do you think we'll be able to come to our we'll be able to come to know about the weakness or strong points? No. That is why, and if once we come to know what this is our weakness, this is a strong point, we can overcome that. So perfecting of the sports skill, the purpose of the tournament is to establish the one team or player who has outperformed the other players or other opponents. To achieve, the participants are expected to know the rules of the game. For example, just I am giving an example. You are giving in our regarding our school only. Students are coming to practice. Okay, very good. We are giving practice, right? But do they know the rules and regulations? Okay, I or the teacher will tell, the coaches will tell, okay, these are the rules and regulations. Very good. But when they will come to know the rules and regulations, once they will play, once they will have a little bit of exposure, so perfecting of the sports skills. After that comes scouting of real talent. Scouting of real talent. Once you will play with other team members or once you will play with other opponents, what you will come to know, then only we can find out the real talents. We can find out the real talent, and what will happen? We can once we are finding out the natural talent or good talent, we will make the team. We can go for the advanced techniques, and we can select that particular member in the top teams. Right now, suppose we are the district tournament is being conducted. Many teams will participate. You can't say, okay, the team which has won all the players will go from that team only. No, one team can have a single player who is outstanding. So once we are making the what to say that state team, district team, we will select that particular member also because he is outstanding player. He is outstanding. He is having all the who is having all the skills that are required for the game. But as he alone a single member can't win the game for the whole team. That is why his team lost. But he was outstanding player. That is why he was selected for the district team. Now the district team participates in the state tournament. Now one team is having five good players. That is right. Okay, three or four players will be selected from that particular team. But one team who's having a single or two players who are very good, they will be they will be automatically selected for the national team. One member who is representing Kota team might be selected for Rajasthan team also. So scouting of the real talent and nurturing of social skills. Nurturing of social skills. Now, when you go to play outside the campus or outside the walls of the campus, or you can say you are playing with other, what will happen? You will come to know about the winning and losing. You will come to know about the fair play. You will come to know about the sportsmanship. Winning and losing is one part of the game, but you will come to know about many social qualities that you will inculcate among yourself when you are out when you are having the exposure to play with other opponent teams. So in sports, as The norm in every walk of life, one gets to mingle with other human beings. One gets to mingle with other human beings. Whether it will be coaches, referees, other figures of the authorities, respectfulness, fairness, friendliness, and cooperativeness are equalities that are appreciated and encouraged in the players. What will come to know? Cooperativeness. Okay, might be one other opponent is your enemy on the ground, but outside the ground you both are friends. Outside the ground you both are friends. Now you will not have the same rivalry what you are having on the ground. Best example of best example, if you want to see right now, IPL is going. Might be Dhoni is playing, might be Virat Kohli is playing, Rohit Sharma is playing. They are playing from different franchises, different teams. But when they go together, they represent India. On the ground, they are right now enemies, but outside the ground, they are friends. So these qualities automatically come inside you: friendliness, cooperativeness, and all that. So you become cooperative to other members also. You are not like that. Okay, you are any player suffered an injury and you will not look into that matter. No, once whether he is an opponent, he suffers an injury. What happens? Even the other team member goes to support him. Other team member go to support him. What has happened to him? If any first aid is required, generally doctor is there. But if nobody is there to lift him out of the ground, other team members also go there and provides help to him. After that comes character building. Tournament introduces the youth to stress that is different from one they face in the classroom. On the field, their alertness of mind, physical strength. See, studies are something different. You require psychological. You have to be psychologically strong only. But when you go for playing, you have to be physically fit also. You have to be mentally fit, socially fit. What are the components of fitness? Every component you should have. Many games are there, which are very fast, where you have to take a decision within few seconds, otherwise the opportunity is lost. Many times you have seen, okay, the team loses. For example, in cricket, the team loses by 1 run. In basketball, the team loses by 1 point. If the player might have taken the decision on time, the team would have won. So what happens? That decision you have to take, you have to be more alert, and the decision you have to take at once only. You can't delay the decision, otherwise you don't lose, the team loses. That means be alert, be focused. So the same thing, tournament introduces the youth to stress. Once you will generally what happens, once you will go inside the ground, you are in the classroom, only your what is friends are there, or okay, 40 students are there, no problem, I know them. Once you go for the competitive exam, you are sitting inside the classroom, you are not bothered about anyone who is there. I don't know, but I have to give my exam. But once you enter the play field, what happens? Once you will see the crowd, automatically you are under a lot of stress. You are under a lot of anxiety. Now you will say whether I'll be able to perform or not. But here comes that you should be psychologically strong. You should be psychologically strong. You should be able to take a decision. Okay, no, whether the crowd is against me, whether the crowd is supporting the opponent, whether it is supporting me, I have to give my performance. So their alertness of mind, physical strength, coordination between the mind and the body, and natural and acquired reflexes are all put together to test in front of the spectators. What happens? Coordination between mind and body, and natural and acquired reflexes. Natural and acquired reflexes. Or best example, if you want to see, the badminton. In last moment, the opponent lift the shuttle, and where is going to lift, you also don't know. It is near to the net, it is away from the net, but you have to take the decision at once only. You have to move 2 steps back, you have to move 2 steps front, sideways, and all that. You have to move according to your reflexes. Now what happens? There your reflexes should be strong. And you should be able to take a decision. Okay, the reflexes. What happens again? The same thing comes. Natural and acquired reflexes should be strong, and you should be able to take the decision. It is a challenge in which the responses has to immediate. It is a challenge in which the reflexes has to be immediate. The decision has to be taken immediately. Learning how to play under such large pressure makes the participants courageous human beings. If you are able to perform, or if you are able to perform under such stress, or under such a lot pressure, what happens? You will be able to perform, and which makes you a good sports person, which makes you a courageous human being. After that comes means of recreation. Means of recreation means you are going there, okay, losing and winning, but you are performing your best. You are performing your best. You are not bothered about what you are winning or losing, but as a recreation, you are saying that, okay, I have come to play, I have given my best, and no bother to about the no nothing to bother about the result. Winning, see what happens if you see Olympic races, 100-meter. Finally, eight people are not running. Earlier, there were almost 64, 128 athletes. We also don't know. But in the last, only 8 athletes are there. But who will win? Only one will win the gold medal. So if everyone is saying, or everyone will say, okay, no, I will win the medal, that is not possible. But everyone is giving their best. Everyone is giving their best, and they have seen the sports as a recreation. After that comes strengthening sports culture. Tournaments contribute to the continuation of sports culture. They ensure that sports get the public interest it deserves and obtain sponsorships, and promoting national and international integration. Promoting national and international integration. So, what was the importance of tournament? Few points I have discussed with you. What was the perfecting of the sporting skills? After that comes scouting of real talent, nurturing of social skills. Nurturing of social skills means where you get social, you become a social human being. You acquire some social skills that are required to live in the society. That, for example, cooperativeness. After that comes humanity. After that comes friendliness. All that sportsmanship and all. After all that, character building and what become means of recreation. Okay, now this we have discussed what is the importance of tournament. Now, how many types of tournament are there? How many types of tournament are there? Now, if you are seeing that, okay, IPL is going on, one team is playing. Generally, now they are playing. Now they are playing in the air bubble. Earlier, in the bio bubble. Now, earlier, what was there? What was the condition? Some Mumbai team used to visit Punjab. Punjab team used to visit Mumbai. They used to play 2 matches with each other. Now, World Cup football, generally, what is there? 32 teams all over the world participate. What is the condition? First, they are made into different groups. Each group will divide into four teams. Each team is divided into, each group is having 4 teams. They will play each other. But in the last, the winner of the pool is qualified for the knockout tournament. So we can say the tournament is generally of 3 types: league tournament, knockout tournament, and third one is combination tournament. What is league tournament? League tournament is one in which a team plays with everyone, with each other, Okay, suppose 10 teams are participating. The first team will play with the second team also, the third team also, fourth team also, fifth team also, sixth team also, like that way. Then comes knockout. Knockout means you lose, you are out of the tournament. Once you lose, you are not having any other opportunity to continue. There are some advantages, some disadvantages. Now what? And after that comes combination tournament. What is combination tournament? Under there are 4 categories. Okay, league come league, knockout come knockout, league come knockout, knockout come league. Generally, when league tournament is there, how you will decide the winner? Each team will play. Each team will play with each other, but after winning, you award certain points to a winner. If the match is drawn, you can't decide the winner. Equal number of points is distributed to a particular team. Suppose you are saying a team wins, you will give them 3 points. If the match is drawn, If the match is tied, you can say 1-1 each. 1 point each is given to both the team members. If the team loses, 0 point. In the last, who scores the maximum number of points will be the winner. Knockout tournament. What is knockout tournament? It depends how it depends how many number of teams are participating. The organizer already decided the number of teams is more and the days are less. So why to have you can't go for league tournament because it will take it will take more number of days, and then venues required will be also more. So the host will decide knockout means the team loses, it is out of the tournament. Which team continues to win will be the last team till the final. Otherwise, those who are losing the first match out, the team or whether the team wins the first match, loses the second match out, the team wins the second match, loses the third match out. So here, what is happening? You are saving the time, you are saving the money. In league tournament, what will happen? A more number of days will be required, more number of officials will be required, more amount of money will be required. But knockout tournament, team loses, okay, no problem, out of the tournament, and days will be saved, time will be saved. Combination, it depends which type of tournament you are going to have. Means league come league, knockout come knockout, etc. etc. So what is a knockout tournament? Just a simple definition I'm giving you. In match is finished when an opponent in boxing, a match is finished when an opponent is knocked down and unable to rise and return to the game within the certain time limit. This is called knockout. The concept of knockout tournament is somewhat similar. In this tournament, the defeated team or player is eliminated with no scope of participating further. No particular participant or team will not be able to participate further. That means the road is blocked for them. They have no other way to move further. The road is blocked for them. Now you have to turn back. But in what is league tournament? What are the advantages of a knockout? What are the advantages of a knockout tournament? Since each defeated team is removed from the tournament, knockout tournaments save cost and time. Knockout tournaments save time and cost. Since there are no second chances, each team takes the match seriously. Each team takes the match seriously and try to win. Then only you will see, okay, the best performances from the each team member. Each team, there will be a best performance from the each team because they know if we are going to lose means we are out. Generally, if you will see the World Cup football, World Cup cricket, what happens in the league, tournament, in the league, when the league is going on, they will be playing casually. But now, when the knockout comes, they know whether we have to score during the particular time limit only. Otherwise, in the extra time, if the chance goes, if the chance goes to in football, for example, tiebreaker. Now each team is having 50-50. Each team is having 50-50. Now, if the weak team has come to that particular stage, particular knockout tournament, that team is also having the same scope what the strong team was having. So, knockout require fewer people in order to be organized successfully, and knockout increase the excitement level of the matches since the teams have to give their best at every level. Since the team has to give their best, there is a lot of excitement. But what will happen? There is a lot of pressure. There is a lot of pressure on each team because if we will win, we are out of the tournament. Not if some advantages are there, there will be some negative points also. There will be some disadvantages also. What are disadvantages? Some teams don't get a second chance to prove their mettle. It is possible that a team can perform better in other round. This is seen because it is a first match to get acclimatized to the ground, to get adopted to the particular situation. They require some time. But for example, if we are saying football or if we are saying basketball, they are having some duration of the match. If in the first 20 minutes you are not getting adapted, means you are out of the game. you're out of the game. So if you're not, that is why these are the negative points, or these are the disadvantages of the knockout tournament. You might be able to prove your strong, what to say, you are able to prove that you are supposed to win the tournament, you are worth, but you have lost the chance because of the knockout tournament. So some teams don't get a second chance to prove. Knockout don't allow it to do, because if it loses the first round, it is out of the tournament. An overall weaker team might advance to the second round or to the future round. Knockout can be poor judges of a team abilities. Knockout tournament can be poor judges of a good team. Okay, of the team abilities. The best of 3 or best of the 5 shows which teams are most consistent in their performance than knockout 2. Knockout might prove more of a hassle for games in which draws are frequent. Knockout requires an even number of participants in order to divide all of them into pairs. Now, generally, what happens if the 2 teams or if the 4 teams come in the knockout tournament, and other group, if one weak team, all the weak teams are there, so what will happen? Well, final will be one-sided only. You can say that the teams are divided into two halves, upper half, lower half. But if all the good teams, by chance, in the lottery, or in that, when the lottery is taken out, when the draws are taken out, they come in the upper half or even lower half. In any half, they come to, all the strong teams are coming together. What will happen? Now, strong teams are out of the tournament within the first round, second round, but weak teams, those who are other category, they will advance to the semi-finals or to the finals. And in the last, what will happen? The matches will not be interesting. So it depends on the organizer which type of tournament they are conducting, knockout. So they should see, okay, we should divide the teams into such a lottery way that suppose all the strong teams should not come into the same group. All the teams should not come to the same group. Otherwise, the what was our aim to give the best performance of the player, we will not be able to see, because the final will be totally dull. So we have to divide the team according to it. After that comes league tournament. Other name of league tournament is round robin tournament. What is a league tournament? When each team play with each other. Okay. Now today we are done with what was tournament, what is the aim of tournament, or what is the importance of tournament, and types of tournament. So totally there are 3 types of tournament. One is knockout. We are done with knockout tournament. What is knockout tournament? After that comes what we had done, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages of knockout tournament. Now we will be starting with league tournament. What we will be dealing with, we will be dealing in the league tournament in our next class. Okay, dear children, till then, be safe, be healthy.